I would think the report for us is not just about stocks. My goal is to help us understand like really what's going on in the economy so that we can be better investors, so that we can understand how we maneuver in this economy, but most important, so we can know what the hell going on in the world. I think the biggest issue with a lot of us is we won't make money, but we don't be knowing what's going on in the world, y'all. So I be liking to look at stuff like this so we can understand what's going on. So watch this. Job losses hit heavy, but they are going as expected. The largest drop in 3 months, 2001, 2008, 2020. What them 3 months got in common? Recessions. Listen, 692,000 full-time jobs have been lost. 692,000 full-time jobs have been lost in 3 months. Listen, I want y'all to do this. Here's the math on that. Watch this. I had some math on something right quick. I always be doing math. Jose, why I always doing math? Watch this. So we losing all these jobs. But watch this. $711 billion the United States has paid on net interest payments. That's an increase of $177 billion or 30% from 2022. What does that mean? A lot of people losing jobs. America has increased more debt. And watch this. As they've increased the debt, they haven't even paid on the debt. They've literally just paid $711 billion on the interest of the debt. But watch this. Here's what we need to know. Between the ages, credit card debt has hit an all-time high for Americans of today. Watch this. But ages 18 to 29, on average, 9%. And from ages 29 to 45, 14%. Meaning, they are increasing the debt. But let's go a little further. The average American household has hit a new savings low. Savings have hit a new low. The average American has depleted 20% from prior to the pandemic. So here's what I want. Let's put that in context, Jose. Because everything has to be put into context, because otherwise you'll be like, Trap, you're just giving me numbers. All right, watch this. So 5 months ago, we said 2.2 million more people need to lose jobs, right? Since then, maybe it was like 4 months ago, since then, almost 700,000 people have lost jobs, which means we need another 1.3 million people to lose jobs based on the data that that America needs. On the process, on the premise of those people losing jobs, watch this, more Americans have lost more, watch this, Jose, accessible cash. So now we down we're back to what happens when from 2020 to 2023 is 3 years. But what happens in 3 years, you're worse off financially than you were when they gave us free money. Essentially, you've taken 3 steps back, and you've taken 3 steps back, but went 3 years forward. Ooh. Now, does it make sense? But on top of that, the credit card debt from ages to 18 to 29 is at 9%, and ages 30 to 39 is at 7.5%, meaning people are now accumulating more and more debt. Jose, let's make that make a little more sense. Big banks this is so I like when they come together like this. Listen, big banks winning in high interest climates. So 5 of the 6 banks have all beat earnings on top line and bottom line, also increasing guidance on net interest guidance. So the key word that I want you to pay attention to is net interest guidance. So first of all, let's talk about what net interest is. So net interest is the difference that the bank makes between the money that they make off interest and the money that they pay to lend money, to get money. You with me? You with me? All right, so net interest is the money, the difference between the money earns on interest and the money that it pays to its depositors on interest. It's the difference, right? So if they charging this, that's what they making. And what they paying out is this. So if they paying 8, if they getting 8 and paying 2, the difference is 6. We got that? That's the net interest. Why does that make sense? Well, who lending money? Who lending money? Banks lending money. Who losing jobs? People. Who losing savings? People. So if people losing jobs, people losing savings, the only thing they got to do is do what? Go to the bank and try to do what? Loan money, credit cards. So credit cards and banks are now emerging in high interest rates environments because now you're paying a high interest on what you're borrowing from them. You're not in a zero interest rate economy no more. You're not a 2.2% rate economy no more. You're in a higher. So now what they're doing now is, look what they just did. They also increased the guidance on net interest, meaning, for next quarter, we're going to go a little higher. You know why? Because more people going to lose jobs. You know why? Because more people going to use credit cards. You know why? More people are going to apply to loan money from us. And guess what? Not only is our lending conditions tight, the people who now we are lending the money to, they going to pay us more.
What's good, trappers, man? It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. Right now, I want to invite you to an amazing experience full of value. That is my community, Trappers Anonymous. It's 100% the greatest fundamental investing community on the market. Listen, your portfolio should be a masterpiece. And the only way we get you there is if we help you to learn how to invest with confidence. Now listen, I get it. Like, you don't know a lot about stocks, or maybe you've heard people say how much money they lost in stocks, but I can guarantee you, 1, because they weren't in the community, and 2, they lack the information. Our goal in Trappers Anonymous is to help you, really to hold your hand on the journey to becoming a confident investor, learning how to navigate through the different events that the stock market goes through to take you from panic to encouragement. There's no better time than now. This is an opportunity only for those who are willing to be on the journey. So listen, man, click the link below. Come join me in Trappers Anonymous, man. I will see you in one of our many classes, whether it's Moat Monday, whether it's the 2-hour class we do on Sunday, or whether it's just a book club. Everything is geared toward making you a better investor so you can triple your net worth and turn your last name to an asset. It's your boy, Wall Street Trapper. See you in the trap.
Depending on a system has never been the right thing to do. It's never been the right thing to do. We got to sign up there, say if you allow them to feed you, you get them the permission to starve you. But here's the even more point I want you to understand. There is no such thing as job security. There is no such thing. And they need to do more. They need to do more to get us to 2%. This is what they fighting for. They fighting to get us at a 2%. Yo, that's a lot. And yeah, we're gonna have run-ups in the market. We're gonna make money in the market. We're gonna lose a little money in the market. But their ultimate goal is to get us to 2%. And you lose when they're trying to get to 2%. You are the sacrificial lamb. Let me rephrase that. You are the financial sacrificial lamb. Your family, the food you put on your table, the roof on your head, the car you got to drive in. While most people driving all these cars, guess what's happening? The average person is now on average 60 days behind on their car note. You might not be, of course you're not into it, but guess what? Somebody around you is. Somebody around you is. Somebody went on a vacation because they needed to escape, but the vacation was the rent money. Somebody went on vacation. Somebody took a trip because they needed to get away. They needed to escape, but guess what? They did it on an insufficient funds account. Somebody went on vacation. Somebody took a trip and they didn't have the green, but they swiped their credit card because that's all they had. And you ain't know it, but y'all on a trip together. I'm just telling you, 1 in every 3 people in your circle is financially in a catastrophe. One person doing all right, one person 1 check away, and the other person is just drowning. 1 in 3 people. 1 in 3 people. But when we look on social media, we see everybody balling out. We see everybody going crazy. But I'm looking at the market every day and I'm like, damn, this ain't right. I want us to play this game because whether you like this game or not, I need you to understand that this game is truly the game that can change your financial situation if you know how to navigate it. Man, Beyonce made $584 million off that tour. I ain't mad at her. But here's what I am mad at. I'm mad at you spending your last to go on that tour. I'm mad at you for choosing a tour over your financial survival. That's what I'm mad at. We don't got we got poor financial hygiene. That's what I'm mad at. She an artist. She's supposed to go out and perform. I ain't mad at that. What I am mad at is you knowing that you shouldn't have went to that thing. What I am mad at is you knew you had bills that's due. I'm mad at you because you know you had credit card payments that was overdue and you decided to go there instead of paying the credit card off. You decided to go there instead of paying the rent on time. You decided to go there 2 times, not once, but twice. You decided to charge the credit card twice and then pay the minimum balance on it. That's what I'm mad at. That's what I'm mad at. That's what I'm mad at. So I want us to put our financial hygiene in order. I want us to get our financial pH balance together. Because I keep saying it. The writing is on the wall. Nobody can say when it's going to happen. We can always say, yep. But here's what I do know. When you go look, and I learned this from my real estate people, when you go look at a house and there's a crack in the foundation, that's a house you probably just want to avoid. All my real estate people told me that all the time. They said, Trap, if you see a house and they got a crack in the foundation, if you can't get it for a massive discount, go on, let it go. I said, why? You can just fix it. He said, because the crack is a sign of stress. And it may not fall tomorrow, but it's going to cost you a lot to get it fixed. And what it's going to cost to get it fixed, you may well go somewhere else. So I'm telling you right now, there's a crack in the foundation of what we seeing in America. There's a crack in the foundation. The problem is we can't fix the crack. That's out of our hands. But what we can do, what we should be doing, what is necessary for us to be doing, is preparing ourselves for when the crack splits. Because here's what's going to happen. When the crack finally erupts, there's going to be people on one side that's ready. There's going to be people on this side that's not prepared. But there's people who is going to be casualties that's going to fall in the crack. And the people that fall in the crack, nobody can say it. And the people who weren't prepared, they just gonna get the crumbs. And the people who are prepared gonna go about their life the way they was ready to go about their life, and they gonna take advantage. They gonna take advantage of the people that's not prepared, that's still surviving.